Manga one-shots. These are series that are usually completed in one contained chapter. They can be a continuation of a previously completed series. It could just be a side story that runs during the serialization of the actual mainline series, or it could just be a complete original idea. There's even a chance that if an original idea does really well as a one-shot, it can get picked up as a serialization, which the best example I could give you would be JJK Zero. Now let's just hop in with some quick mentions that I think speak for themselves. These are one-shots you most likely read if you're a fan of the mangaka or a fan of that specific series. Starting off, Look Back and Goodbye Area would be the big hitters here. I'm sure if you're a fan of Chainsaw Man or Fujimoto in general, you have already checked these out. But just in case, they do live up to the hype and I fully recommend them. I personally enjoy Look Back more, and that is actually my favorite one-shot as of now. Weirdly, it inspires me, but it also takes a toll emotionally. Fujimoto has a way of creating pensive atmospheres that grab me at the moment and engage my empathetic responses with the turn of every page. Look Back follows a more straightforward standard approach to storytelling than most of his works in my opinion, and maybe that resonated with me more. But one thing I will say is Goodbye Area is phenomenal. It's won awards and deservedly so. And just as a side note, Fujimoto also released a one-shot called Just Listen to This Song, and by itself it is not on the same level as the aforementioned one-shots by him, but I would like to say that the message of this one-shot speaks volumes to the current reading experience of Chainsaw Man Part 2. I say that as someone who doesn't really love Part 2 by the way. I have it as a 7 out of 10 standalone part. Continuing on though, Bleach and Hell's Paradise both have one-shots that are continuations of the mainline series. Hell's Paradise is a more mellow tone about Gabimaru learning how to farm, but it seems he is slowly learning that it takes more time, patience, and effort to cultivate and grow something, create something that matters than it does to destroy or kill. Gabimaru learns an important skill and he helps the little girl out in more ways than one. He is a changed man, but he is still a killer, so don't push him. Bleach's one-shot hypes up one of the most anticipated things in shonen, which is the Hell arc. We do get to see the future generation of Bleach, with their children now being a fixture in the series. As well as there's a former villain who returns. All I can say is the Hell arc seems like it has immense potential, and maybe the anime will shed a bit more light on it. We'll just have to wait and see, but I know there's a lot of room for original content in the last part of the Thousand Year Blood War arc. And if you love Death Note, you can check out the one-shot by the original creators. It tells the story of a school kid getting the Death Note but decides to sell it instead of using it to kill. It takes place in the future where Kira is already in the history books. You don't have to worry, Ryuk is there, but Donald Trump is also there for some reason. Getting to the original one-shots that I want to talk about, and these are in no particular order, just recommendations for you to check out. Even though I said there are in no particular order, I do think this particular one is the weakest recommendation. I am still recommending it, however, because it offers a different tone, something lighter with more humor. Raise Me Hero. It flips the whole reincarnation thing on its head a bit, with the Demon Lord reincarnating as the child of the hero who took his life. That hero's name is Karen. Yes, she's a Karen, but the complete opposite of the Karens we know IRL. She is a badass, but now we get to see what the Pillar of Power looks like after the completion of her mission, as she gives her all into raising her son, Demon King Velgar, Purin. He remembers everything from his past life and is now being coddled by his mortal enemy. His dying words were to destroy her in his next life, but can she change that? The next recommendation is Ilya. This one is a bit tough to recommend because I think it offers a unique experience and really cool story, but you kind of have to look past some issues with the setup and character motivations. That being said, I still love this one shot, it had me engaged. We see someone who hates demons sit down with the most tame demon among them. She is a prisoner with certain benefits that allow her a bit more freedom than the other imprisoned demons. Hell, she is even a published author. With every meeting, they learn more about each other. Her stories speak to the main character Fugo, but what can be the outcome of their meetings? All I know is I stand with Ilya. Sheesh. Next up, Otogi no Ibitsu, or Warped Fairy Tale. It's a story about fairy tale characters, and we follow Hansel and Gretel as they try to find the black-fingered sorcerer who is responsible for warping them into the way they are now. No one believes them to be Hansel and Gretel, so now the brother and sister must forge ahead trying to turn them back into their normal selves. All alone with no assistance or no help from anybody because they are out of place. No one believes them to be the fairy tale characters that they say they are. The designs, art, and action are super dope. I want this to get picked up as a serialization. I think the setting allows for all kinds of unique engagements, whether it be on the battlefield, against other fairy tale creatures, or conflicting ideals stemming from the fairy tale themselves. In the Name of God. This is actually from Manga Plus's creator section, and it actually won an award April of last year. I'm not going to say much on this, but fans of Fujimoto may appreciate this creator's work. I enjoyed the hell out of the series and the art, and I can see the Fujimoto influence. I don't see this as a ripoff or someone trying to just copy. I see a creator who has been inspired and challenged themselves to create a unique story with really cool art and direction. We get the POV of what goes through child soldiers the day before being deployed. It isn't perfect, but it may just be the change of pace you are looking for. The last recommendation comes from the creator of Claymore. Now, I really love Claymore, and I think this one-shot could be something cool if picked up as a serialization. The only problem I have with this one-shot is I felt like it needed about 20 more pages to flush out the power system a bit more and add a little more supplemental information on the main character. I am recommending this one to anyone who likes that dark gritty aesthetic and is looking for something quick to read that offers a bit more of an edgy vibe. I think it's definitely worth the read if you're a Claymore fan at the very least. And that's the recommendations. There's tons of one-shots out there for us to check out. I have read more than these, but I wanted to recommend things that are a bit different from the normal recommendation videos. That's why I didn't put Look Back or Goodbye Eri in the thumbnail. I would also like to hear your recommendations in the comment section below. Thanks for watching the video. Remember, like and subscribe, and stay normie, stay weeb, shit even in between is fine. Until next time, peace. Hey guys, really quick, before I get out of here, I just want to let you guys know kind of a update for the channel. On one of my more recent Sukuna videos, it actually got hit by Shueisha, so I actually had to fight that, and I ended up winning that battle to reinstate that video. But literally on the same day, my most recent Kagurabachi video got hit by Shueisha. And YouTube's being funny and won't let me actually send out my counter request, so I might just have to eat this strike. So going forward, I'm gonna have to rely on using like some kind of filter. I'm not sure exactly what will work or what won't work, but please bear with me and I'll try and find a good equal balance that is aesthetically pleasing for the viewer and also is safe for the channel. Appreciate it. You have a good day. Peace.